I'm muting your mic back out. I'm unmuting Rowan's mic. Watch out! Alright. And let's pretend like it's all working. Surely it's all working.
Hey everybody! So we have changed our setup yet again this week, but it's for a good reason because we are crossing the streams. I've made many Ghostbusters jokes these last couple days. It is now safe to cross the streams. Egon does not have to worry. So we're going to be bringing Rowan Corbett in from his home throughout this broadcast. We're going to be alternating Rob and I, and then Rowan will play some songs. And it's going to be awesome, and all the technology is going to work. As always, please let us know in the comments if you can hear stuff, if anything needs to be turned up or down, how you like Rob's beard this week.
It's fine, it's fine. It's gone awry. I think it's okay.
I'm going to go look at the comments.
I should turn this on. We were probably actually a little quiet there, but it's not a big deal. Okay, anyways. Anyone out there?
Yes. Egon came around to the idea given time. Yes.
It sounds like Robustiano.
No, it's Amy.
Really? Okay, cool. All right, Rowan, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, good. So that's working. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy, 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 howdy.
Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna kick you out for a sec, and we're gonna play a couple songs, and then we'll get songs from Rowan, and then we'll get songs from us. I wish we could all play together, but actually we figured out a way that we can at least do one song together. I'm not quite sure when that's gonna happen. What? Intriguing. I need to turn that up because I need to hear my friend Rowan.
So special announcements, and I don't know if these people have tuned in yet, but happy birthday to Jamie in North Carolina. I hear that you requested something, and Rob's brain is so full that he forgot what it was. So you should put in the comments what you requested.
Yeah.
And we also want to say congratulations to our super fans PJ and Rebecca, who welcomed their second daughter, Emmeline,
Amalani.
on Saturday. So that's exciting. Yay!
All right, let's do some music.
Okay.
I've been craving this all day. Like, I've just had a difficult couple days, and all I want to do is play.
Chris says Rob's mic is way loud.
I don't see how that's possible. Is it possible that Rowan's mic is way quiet?
Check one, check two.
Hop!
Is that better? I was speaking quietly.
He was speaking quietly. He often speaks quietly.
I'm soft.
Chris just said you were loud. But
We'll see how it goes. Not to disbelieve you, but I'm hoping for the best. Look at them all cautious now, everyone a wallflower stone. You and I were dangerous, but coveted unknowns. Take them by the eyes like this, just to make them understand. Here for you and only you, darling, till I pass. There's nothing to be said for waiting. There's nothing to be said for standing proud. There's nothing to be said for watching what has passed. 'Cause none of this will last. Look at them all twisted now. I'm nesting in their skulls. Or rather think around me now and pull and turn and shift. Wrap them thick around me just to keep me from myself. Get Gordian and labyrinth like, and never let them cut it out. There's nothing to be said for growing up. There's nothing to be said for standing still. There's nothing to be said for waiting till you're asked. 'Cause none of this will last. Work the woman shine and cover them in lies. Just let them see the prize. There's something to be said for taking what is mine. 'Cause none of this can last. Look at them all silent now. The feast on what they're fed. None of them are sated yet. You know they learn to live with what they get. Sure, God will get their souls, and some spouse will get their flesh. But eyes and flare and flash and fire, the dreamers get the best. There's something to be said for shutting up. There's something to be said for diving deep. There's something to be said for going very fast. 'Cause none of this can last. There's something to be said for shutting up. There's something to be said for diving deep. There's something to be said for going very fast. 'Cause none of this can last. How do things sound on your end, Rowan?
Sound pretty good. Yeah, there was a little bit of clipping in your voice.
Chris must have been right. My voice was too loud.
Patrick says loud but muffled.
Loud but muffled.
Rob's vocal mic is too loud. From Chris.
Oh no.
Okay, fine. I've turned it down a little bit. I'm
right,
sorry I didn't believe Chris. But to be fair, you often make the honest mistakes.
Thank you for bearing with us. Like, we had a completely different setup last week, and it was all like HD camera and this and that, and then we started
That doesn't
changing
work with
things.
this
It
format.
doesn't work
Yep.
with this, so.
So I'm actually also have to redo this nail because I used a product in my beard, and the product just totally screwed up my tape.
Yeah, so styling Rob's beard is now a thing that happens before we go on camera, or
Not very well,
you know,
though.
maybe when we start to play gigs again. Am I gonna be the beard fluffer?
Oh.
You know, my life just got better. You want to play one more, and then we'll get a couple songs from Rowan?
Yes.
Okay, I
We
think that's a
can
good
do
plan.
I don't know what it's going to be.
I'm worried about what the word beard fluffer has inspired in the comments
Well,
feed.
you know.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm way too quiet, I'm hearing. Someone said. Chris
Yeah,
did.
Chris says Rowan's voice is way quiet.
All right, I'll bring it up a bit on my end.
But Patrick says it sounds better.
Okay,
Overall.
good. I trust Patrick. The more I've learned about Patrick, the more I know he has seen all the music and
Yeah.
plans to see all the music. And so he can be opinionated about all the music because he's seen all the music.
Yeah. No, especially in this format, we need feedback.
Yep.
From
Not literal.
not sound feedback.
I've got a
but-
button over here that I can press and we'll get feedback. It'll be
No.
horrible.
All right.
All right.
Bit better.
Unfortunately, the delay means we'll probably get an answer to that in about 15 seconds.
Oh,
But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start playing.
All right.
All right. But it sounds like Lucid is going to happen.
This is a song. This is probably one of the very, very first songs that Rowan and I ever played together 1 billion years ago. And I really, really, really wish you were in this room right now because holy crap, us in a confined space playing Lucid would be one hell of a show. Dangerous, but awesome. proved it. My guitar sounds better in the dark, like our faces, they are floating souls protected. I think we think of better in the dark, and I'm not gonna go smoking. I'm spoiled by your fingers. Pray let me spoil you with mine. I'll be so kind. Fingers pressing against the tension of attention. Ashamed to let this one go all to waste and let the have-nots have too soon. Let my fingers do all the walking. Yeah, rip that off. Give me time. That's what I'll be ripping off. Ooh. All that I am thinking, I just let my body speak first. It's the forefront of hindbrain, it's the loudest of all my parts. And under cover of my sorrow, I'll get it all and strike it down. I've come to you for holding. Please let me in. And I'd write love songs if I could. You know, like Brian would. I'd compare you to a summer's day if I thought cliches. But I'll hold you up in darkness and light the night with all your flame. If you let me, I'm gonna take everything that I can. Serenade this blank brick wall again, the edge is blurring. The morning sun is here, the morning sun is here, it is burning. Time for me to be turning home again. Thank you for the time that you lose to me in spite of me. Well, all I can say is at least it's me, and I do not know the thoughts are churning. But I'm in the habit of spreading my mouth, oh so wide. Not like I kiss and tell, but what the hell? I simply kiss and stand and sing. I'd love songs if I could, you know, I swear I would. I'm so angry every day, I'm never done fighting everything you are. Building wings up from my ribs, I'll give you everything that you need from my fellow gas heat. I'll kill the lights and watch you shining. I'll keep you shining, I'll keep you shining, I'll keep you shining, shining, yeah. Words sound better in the dark. That way you cannot see all of what is leaving me. I am. You've been innocent, I'm so wide, and that's a rarity. I changing light. I'm trying to make it to the daylight strikes and speak to me of Germany. Well, speak to me of your fight. I'm been down here in the Christmas lights. I'm been down here in your eyes. I'm getting looser in my thinking. You're getting cooler every night. I play the game and it ended. If I could take everything and know it just might. Love songs if I could, you know I swear I would. I'm so frightened every day. I'm never done running everything, and you are putting wings up from my ribs. I give you everything that you need, my bones, my breath, my teeth. I'll write love songs if you please. I'll keep you shining. I'll keep you shining. I'll keep you shining, I'll keep you shining, Thank you. Oh, come on, button, work. There we go. Man, okay, so let me futz with this some more, but which is good because I'm going to turn things over to Rowan for a little bit. But yeah, I'm having some severe finger pickery problems. I have been vaguely worried about whether or not I'll go through some sort of horrible finger pick shortage. But yeah, so it's chaos.
It'll be like the fake nail shortage of the late 90s.
Yeah.
When you were using different picks.
So, Rowan, what have you been up to during Corona Apocalypse?
Well, let's see here. I've been sort of working on my. Well, I sort of stopped working on my kitchen.
Finally.
Yes, it's not done, but
I know.
I stopped. I'm gonna go back to it now. And
When you say working on your kitchen, you've
yeah,
demolished
we
and
ripped out
rebuilt the
walls.
whole thing.
Yeah, we ripped out a wall and we put in new cabinets and redid all the plumbing. The plumbing for the bathroom upstairs. It's quite a thing. So, but that's mostly done now. So I just,
Mostly.
we got to paint and put some trim up. And
Still
then
got to
we
put in the
need to
food
get countertops.
replicator, I think.
Yeah, food replicator. And the next big thing is the countertops. We got to get new countertops. So right now we're just using plywood, and it works fine. And we don't worry about messing it up. So there's that.
Delicious splinters.
Yeah. And then also, so the floor is two-tone at the moment because they only had this one. They only had this pre-finished flooring. So we sort of tongued it into the old flooring.
You did what to it with the old
tongued
flooring?
it in, they sort of,
I like it. That's hot.
No, Rob.
Oh, sorry.
Like this. Yeah, sort of.
So you fingered it in, really?
No.
I'm not helping. I'm sorry.
No. Anyway, so they let's see here. Yeah, so we've got that to do yet still. So yeah. And then I was working on my CNC machine. I built a CNC machine last year, which is computer numerical control router. So it's over my shoulder here. There it goes. Right now I don't have the router attached. It's got a pin connected to it, so I can draw things with it.
Nice.
Fancy.
It's basically a very expensive homemade plotter at the moment.
Badass, man. It's just cool. Well, what are you gonna play?
Oh, I was going to start out with a song called Minotaur. This is not ancient Greece. I am no oracle. I'm prone to many faults and flaws, all mankind. My father, he is no God, he is but flesh and bone. But flesh is weak, bones will break, just like courage and resolve. As a boy, I prayed to be just like you. On your art, your honor and your courage, your resolve. This is not ancient Greece, but I see the monster you've become. The Minotaur shadow on the wall. Your words pursue me through a maze of crippled logic. Disturbed by your lack of faith, confined by your resolve. Just behind me now, I've got nowhere left to run. You track my every movement. So you've won me in my place, and I'll never down you again. But when the volcano blows, the ash falls on that rain, I still love you, but I'll never be the same. Ooh, I never be the same. So, guys, you were saying there were some reverb issues. Did that go away when I was singing?
It was on our end. You know how we were like, or at least I was all impressed at the idea that like, oh wow, it's not really coming through your speaker at all. It doesn't seem to be a problem. Well, we turned it up louder for the performance, which is Sound Person 101. So yeah, that was once we muted our mic, I think we had it dealt with.
Cool. Right on.
I'm slow, but I get there.
Right on. So everything's sounding good out there right now, y'all?
Wait 15
Sound
seconds.
off.
Wait for it.
If you click on the comments tab in StreamYard, you should be able to see things coming in.
Yeah, I've got it. Open.
Susan says
It
yes.
goes by a lot
So
fast.
I trust
Susan says yes.
Yeah.
Susan's opinion is. I got to point at the camera. Susan's opinion is key.
Excellent.
Much better, people say. Yeah.
Good.
Rowan is still quiet.
I'm still quiet,
Yes.
though? All right.
Yes.
Well, I'll try to bring it up a little bit.
Hot.
Do you have any control of that, Rob?
I do not.
No, all right. Let me switch over.
Like I can turn us down by comparison, but you've probably got some headroom.
Thanks for bearing with us, y'all. Sorry, I'm off camera now. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's why I said
All right.
I know, but yeah.
It should be a bit more, I think.
Boosting.
See how it goes.
Slowly.
But let's let
boosting.
Rowan play another song.
Yeah.
And then bring us down a little bit. Too.
So I play with this other band called Tinsmith. Tinsmith.net. For those of you who are uninitiated. That's the word I was looking for.
Initiate them.
And I often do a song that is part of the Tinsmith Overa with Ilyami. And it's Celtic music. But I'm going to do a different Celtic song that I only do with Sharif from Ilyami. I know, right? Rob's like, what? What is it? It's called I'm Stretched on Your Grave. I am stretched on your grave and will lie here forever. With your hands held in mine, I'd be sure we'd not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, this time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and am slain by the weather. When my family thinks that I'm safe in my bed, from night until morning I am stretched at your head. Calling out to the air, tears both hot and wild. Oh, I grieve for the girl that I loved as a child. The priests and the friars behold me in dread. Because I still love you, my love, and you're dead. And still be shelter from rain and from storm. Oh, when I'm in the cold rain, I could not sleep warm. I am stretched on your grave and will lie here forever. With your hand held in mine, I'll be sure we'd not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, this time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and am slain by the weather.
That was awesome. Got some good comments on that one.
Yeah. John McLaughlin is saying you're folking it good. Nice.
So is that available on any Tinsmith CDs?
No, and actually, it's not a Tinsmith song. It's a.
Oh,
it's a,
I missed
it's
that.
It's a song I do with IO, which is a side project that I do with Sharif.
Yeah. I missed it.
And
Sorry.
we were going to be, Sharif and I were going to be doing the T-Volve open mic feature soon, but that's not happening.
Yeah, really.
And I was going to go see Dead Can Dance, who were the first people I heard who did this song. But their show was last month, and it was canceled because of the COVID-19 crisis. And then some of you might recognize it as a song performed by Sinead O'Connor as well. So I love that tune. So anyway.
Beautimus.
Give a shout out to Dave Benham, who's out there. This is the first time we're webcasting the live from the Lair at on YouTube as well. So he's able to tune in because he is a non-believer in the fascist nature of the Facebook. Wait, I don't know.
Stay away, Dave.
Stay away. Yeah, stay away. It's a horrible.
Facebook is
it's a
good
horrible
for
thing.
something, but yeah.
This is all that
you
it's
can
good
avoid
for.
it. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Rowan, I think we're going to play a couple more songs. This is, and I'm going to take this off because unfortunately we can't talk to each other now because things are off. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. This is one that when we recorded, I think it really spoke to you. And I'm not going to do a deep dive into why.
Yes.
But it's certainly a song about how even when our lives are pretty good, it doesn't always feel that way.
Yeah, we got to get that one back in the mix, man.
Yeah, it's in the duo mix now, so as long as we don't have to play family friendly venues, we can play it.
Absolutely.
So this is on our you can start. This is our album Cicada. It's called Looking Back.
I can't open my eyes today. All the scars are fresh and the memory won't go away. I can't quite manage a civil tongue in my head. I guess I best stay in bed anyway. It's not like you're ever around. It's not like we even share the same course now. It's not like I've even got reason to bring it up, but you do stick in my head anyway. I don't recall just when you gave up, but I know when I'm through in the town. I don't know when you finally gave in, but I remember I was fucking tired. Always knew I was second place, a forlorn example of all you'd escape from. You always knew you had some place you could come. I let you use up my time anyway. I wonder, do you even remember? 'Cause it all seems so far away. Swing sets and heartstrings and words that were meaningless. I bet you say we were just kids anyway. I don't recall just when you gave up, but I know when I threw in the towel. And I don't know when you finally gave in, but I remember that I was fucking tired. So I don't care who he was. No, I don't even care who he is. I do hope he treats you as good as I should have. And I hope that he never gets tired. I can't open my eyes today. My life is pretty good, but I can't face it anyway. I wanted to call you and tell you the news, but you wouldn't remember me anyway. So, Rowan, I remember recording that in the basement and doing it a couple of times, and you just being like, I remember having to turn down the gain over and over and over again because you were just like you were into that song.
I remember, I think I was kind of singing in a different register, a different way than I typically sing.
Oh, yeah, you were just like, wow, it was a lot. It was a beautiful thing. I think we both found like real different voices for ourselves on Cicada. Even though it was primarily my singing, like where we were able to bring your voice in. I think that you found a whole another place of like in your throat, which was really cool to have.
I've been experimenting a lot lately with that.
Nice. Scaring the cat?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Luna should be kept in fear. So practice your thum in different ways and just go around shouting at the cat. And then find the new place in your voice, and then bring it back, and then make it melodic, and then surprise her again, and et cetera. Right? Is that how that all works?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So what you got next?
I don't know. Let me find out. Ooh, you know what? I think this is another one that Rowan likes. Sorry, this is like torture, right? I'm playing all the ones that I'm like, I bet Rowan wishes he could be right here, right now to play this with me. Us.
That's okay. Soon.
It's actually probably a terrible idea. Oops, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Okay. So I'm trying to run the camera angles and things like that with my left hand.
Video interrupted.
But my left hand is also the really, really calloused hand. And that's a touch screen over there. And the two things are just not going well. Something to hide. Should've listened well. Hide what you gotta hide, and tell what you gotta tell. It's too late to change events. It's time to face the consequence for delivering the proof on the policy of truth. It used to be so simple now. It used to be so civilized. And now you'll always wonder how it could have been if you'd only lied. It's just time to pay the price for not listening to good advice and deciding in your youth on the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again what you swore.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you.
Events, it's time.
Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you.
On the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore. You're standing there tongue-tied. You better learn your lesson well. And hide what you gotta hide. And tell what you gotta tell. Find your problems, multiply it. Continually decide. Faithfully pursue a policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time
Hold your head up. Hold your head up.
Is what
Keep your
you
head up.
swore the time
Hold your head up. Hold your head up.
Again is what
Keep
you
your head up.
swore the time
Hold your head up. Hold your head up.
Is what
Keep
you
your head up.
swore.
Well, you pulled that one out from, I don't know. It wasn't on the list.
I know, I'm sorry.
Rob is just impossible to control.
Yeah, my calluses and these buttons.
But yeah, that's a Depeche Mode song, and when we were practicing that as a full band, I think it was Rowan's idea to stick the Eurythmics into the mix.
And by
So,
idea, I just started singing it.
yes, that's how the best ideas happen. Yeah.
Okay. Rowan,
Hey, what's going on?
things ain't moving too smoothly, but I'm doing my best.
Hey. But you sound and look good, so you got that going for you.
Do I? Okay, good.
It's fun to have you in the
Actually,
mix.
you know what would help? You remember my IR camera?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, prepare yourselves, everybody. This is little Blair Witch Project for everyone.
I shouldn't do that because actually that's what I fear, like scrolling through the internet nowadays. I'm just afraid some image is going to be like that. Or like, you'll be looking at some like, oh, look, it's another cat video. I love, and I don't need to be terrified now. So I apologize if I just PTSD'd anybody out there. But it's just the IR camera so that my tablet is hello compliant.
How did you get it to flicker like that? That was pretty cool.
I think that's because Anna dropped it.
Oh.
So it's sort of a feature, but it's mostly a bug. I don't know. I think it's scanning, maybe. I don't even know. Well, you want to play us a couple more songs?
what
Because I
you
think
got
I
for
need
us?
to not do this, what I'm doing right now. I don't want to press that button again.
working in this shanty town. It's become my home, where all my fair weather friends, nothing to call my home. Shanty town, my home. Shanty town. When the rain comes down, this becomes a muddy hole. Everybody disappears except me, stay in my tent alone. Shanty town. Makes no sense, they call us bums and they hide the children when we come. We don't wanna hurt no one, just wanna live our life and then move on. Work's done, I'll get my pay. Put on my coat and hop the train. Leave my tent and my tools, so some other fool can live this way. Working in this shanty town, it's become his home, where all is filled with a friends, nothing to call his own. Shanty town, his own. Shanty town. Thank you.
There we are. There we are. Nice job. I miss playing that one a lot. Like that's one that we've been sort of working up a little more carefully, and it's just delicious to play.
Yeah, and it's like I have to keep shifting gears though, because we do it when we do it together. I do it on the baritone.
Oh,
And,
yeah, right.
Yeah, and so sometimes I forget what key I'm doing it in.
I was gonna like pull the baritone off the wall and gesture rather languidly with it, and then I just saw that your mom had tuned in. So I'm trying to be on better behavior, but I'm not really good at that.
So,
Languid.
Well, you know, she's seen us play live, so she knows what's going to happen.
Mark Rooney says, "Hey."
Hey, Mark.
Oh. Hello, Mark.
Take care, man. I saw you're taking off in a bit, so.
What else you got, man?
I was gonna do an old Ilyami favorite.
Oh. Nice.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, whom upon the finger rests, murder now the path that must we, just because the sun has come. Jesus, won't you listen? Something but what's past and done. Jesus, won't you listen? Something but what's past and done. Why can't we not be sober? And why can't we start this over? And why can't we drink forever and just want to start this over? I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find your chewy center. I'll devour it and leave. I will work to elevate you, just enough to bring it down. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but what's past and done? Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but what's past and done? Why can't we not be sober? Why can't we start this over? Why can't we sleep forever? Just want to start this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you, and I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. And why can't we not be sober? Why can't we stop this over? Why can't we sleep forever? Just want to start this over. And I want what I want. And I want what I want. And I want what I want. And I want what I want.
Yeah. There was much gesturing during that.
Chin chin, chin chin. And I reached over to let myself into the feed, and Kristen was like, "No, you'll distract that poor man." I
And
love
for those
playing
of you
that.
who are maybe confused, that is not an it's not an Ilyami song that we wrote. It's one that is a favorite of ours to play.
Oh, James Maynard just like he covers that. And that's how they got sued by Tool.
Wouldn't be bad for publicity.
I know,
just
actually.
saying.
I do think that the only way we're going to get famous is if we get sued by Disney or Tool or whatever.
Yeah. Local band eviscerated by rock legends.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. I forgot that I had the power to like press these little buttons over here. I think your wife has let Ella perhaps
Yeah,
do
I
all
think
the.
that's-
Is that what's going on over there? Yeah.
That's Ellen. Hi, Ella.
Hee.
We are having fun.
Hey, Jonathan Coward. That's nice to hear from you. It's been a little while. Been a long while. Nice. Rowan, you want to play a third song, or like, because I'm thinking like Kristen and I are probably gonna play. I can visualize 3 or 4 more songs in our future, one of which we're gonna ask you to play with us.
Okay. Well, I want to switch it up real quick if I can.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
do something a little unusual.
If I had stereo control right now, it would be all over. It would be a good time for us to mention that we are playing for tips because, it's the thing. Up there, you can tip us at IllyTips on Venmo, or you can tip us at paypal.me/Iliami. And not to put a fine point on it, but we're splitting things 3 ways now. Hot 3-way split action. Sorry, Rowan's mom.
And if you have not yet gotten our brand new live full band album, which was released almost 2 weeks ago, I guess, is it true? It's at Bandcamp, iliami.bandcamp.com. You can download it.
Yes, and it would have its way with your ears.
Yes.
That'd be hot. Banjo.
Yep, I'm afraid so.
I have 2 banjos on my wall, one of which keeps colliding with a mic stand, and the other of which is permanently unstrung because of the incident.
Oh,
We've been
we didn't
threatening
talk about
Gordon with a banjo if he's bad or you're bad or something.
I don't know what's going to work out.
Now it's actually going to be played skillfully. So.
Yeah, actually, I wish I'd gotten my banjoing in before we invited you on a web stream, because now I'm never going to play banjo on our web stream at all. What you got, man?
I'm not that great at banjo. I think I'm good enough to do a song or 2 though.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Very nice.
Is that a good time?
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's got the good time bow ties.
Yeah,
But I couldn't see the headstock.
Yeah, Deering Good Time Banjo.
Nice. You've now got a request to come to North Carolina for our friend's wedding and play your banjo.
All right.
We'd have to renegotiate some things, but I think that would be cool to do. Wait.
God willing, the creek don't rise, and no COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing.
All right, are we going
friends
to
out there? Nice.
Sorry, what's up?
Observe a birthday?
Could you help us with birthday in the key of C?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh.
the celebrity birthday, but we can
Oh,
also let's do celebrity birthday.
Let's do celebrity
first.
birthday first, and then we'll
Okay.
get to some Dig stuff and finish out the night. I think that's close
Yes.
to a plan. That's not a bad plan. That's not a bad plan. We've been keeping these to a little over an hour, because no one can put up with me for much longer than that without Heather involved. And fortunately, next week, I think, if the weather and the creek and the everything, and the wasps don't kill us, Heather has been clearing off her gigantic freaking porch so that we can get over there, so that we can get over there and do a show with her. So I think the next live from the Lair is going to be a field trip out to a deck. So that'll be, hopefully. Yeah, exactly. Everything was going fine. Like, I was messaging her earlier today, and she was like, oh, yeah, and you don't have to worry about internet because I can stretch the Ethernet cable all the way out to the deck, and da-da-da. And then 45 minutes later, we saw something on her feed about, like, I can't believe the horrible wasps are back. I thought I cleared the deck forever. And I was like,
At least they're not the murder hornets. We know that they're just regular.
I was reading that the murder hornets are generally not aggressive.
Okay. Well, that's good.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk birthdays.
Yeah. So celebrity birthdays. Our friend Leah reminded us that it is Stevie Wonder's birthday today, and we cover a Stevie Wonder tune. So
I think we're going to do that, and then we're going to come back, and then Rowan, if you'll help us with some birthday music for Jamie, I think that's the plan.
So Stevie Wonder, I think, is one of those people we need to build a protective bubble shield around. Make sure he sticks around.
I'm going to grab my other capo because this is also driving me nuts.
Okay.
Can you?
Yes. Oh,
Thank you, dear.
so many guitar holders, and yet not a free one. So the wife's hand works.
And you know what? I think the cable was in my pocket the whole time.
Is everyone else's brain like completely full? Mine is. So many things, and yet we're not going anywhere. But the brains are full.
Very superstitious. The writing's on the wall. Very superstitious. Light is about to fall. 13-month-old baby. You broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. Believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Help me with my problems. All that you can. Keep me in a daydream. can't solve my problems. Sad is my song. Even things that you don't understand, that you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Superstitious. There's nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby. Born the money glass. 7 years of bad luck. Things in your past. Believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. No, no, no. Believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer. Station ain't the way.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Some Stevie for ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna replace a nail.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is. Rowan Corbett.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, do you perhaps have some plumbing around?
Oh, actually, I have some Schedule 40 PVC right here.
Well, what a quinky dink.
Yeah.
Do you think you could lay down a happy birthday?
Beaten? Yeah.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Yes. All right. So, Jamie, here comes your happy birthday beating in the key of C. Give it to me. No, yeah, play it for me. Play it for me.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong? It's fine. It's fine.
No, let Rowan do it.
Yeah, I'll go and do it. I think it's a better idea.
Happy birthday to you.
Jamie God.
Happy birthday to you.
Jamie Gods.
Happy birthday, dear Jamie.
Jamie Gods.
And Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Happy birthday to you.
Jamie Gods.
Weirdest birthday song ever. Oh my God. Now you can be scarred for life, scarred for life, scarred for life.
That's a pretty cool date to share, like
Yeah.
you wonder on your to have the same birthday as you.
I
everyone
share a
got
birthday
Tesla.
with no. I thought I was Tesla.
Maybe you got Tesla.
I think
got all
I'm.
mixed up.
Yeah.
So I have Sally Fields
That's not bad.
and John Philip Sousa.
That's not bad at all.
Nice.
Well, Rowan Corbett, we have determined that the one thing that you can actually play together on these internet things because of latency, you can't play anything rhythmic together, right?
Right.
So I have managed to play along with Dave Benham, who was listening tonight, and like Ebo and flute worked okay. I saw a wonderful lineup of singer-songwriters at Institute of Musical Traditions just all hum a chord together, and that worked really beautifully. I mean, like it was sort of like this like ending hymn. It was really gorgeous. And I played Ebo along with Jimmy Stewart, who's a fingerstyle guitarist, very new agey kind of sound, and that worked really, really well. Sort of on the opposite end of the spectrum, but still operating with drones, not wah drones, but wah drones.
Yeah.
Is the Didge, right? And on Cicada, we played a couple songs. We did a couple songs with didgeridoo. And so here's this rare opportunity where we can actually, make one of these instruments work in this format where the latency and the weirdness of it all actually kind of works. So before we jump into that, we're going to play a song called Spring off Cicada. I do want to remind people again that you can tip via IllyTips at Venmo or paypal.me/Illyamy. I love you and I miss you. ILYAIMY. That's all up there somewhere. And thank you very, very much for tuning in. I think this is going to be our last song unless we're suddenly inspired. Who knows? But this is the big finale, right? Because we get to play together. It's a weird thing. I got to leave the headphones on for this.
Yep. And at least I don't have to use my bow on this, but I'm going to try to be on camera and not get in Rob's way.
Well, yeah, if you can fit with me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just, don't move around a lot.
Yes,
I know it's
I'm
difficult.
realizing I should have spent this time tuning.
So thank you all for joining us. Again, we do this for you guys, definitely, but we do it for us. Number one, for our mental health, because we need to play music, and just to keep in shape. We can all feel ourselves getting rusty. Like we're not playing as much as we generally do when we're gigging. So it's great for us to be able to do this on a weekly basis, but we want to change it up so it's not just Rob and Kristen, and Kristen's usually the silent Bob in the band. So
what's nuts is one of the things that I found most weird about tonight. So we've been setting up the mics off camera and sort of effectively playing house concert style as if we were just playing into the room. And there's some sound differences with that and things like that. And it's kind of fun to play to the camera that way. But tonight just got so complicated so fast that I figured I'd set up the actual, set the mics in place.
it feels a little more like a show.
It feels a little more like a show. But I found it surprisingly remembering the prop work and dealing with the microphone differently has been very distracting this evening. So there's a skill that I better not lose before we all get back to stage. Ay, ay, ay. That's not the right tuning at all.
So thank you for hanging with us. We're going to try to mix it up maybe every week. I don't know. Well, next week we hope to play with Heather. We hope to get Joey on at some point because he is a songwriter in his own right and does cool stuff. Sharif, we don't know because we usually don't give Sharif a mic. But
He bought a mic. I'm highly concerned. He bought a mic of his own. Fortunately, my QSC mixer only has so many XLR inputs. Sorry, we're out of channels, and one of them's broken, so sorry, man.
All right, so I think Rowan should start us off with a drone.
This is the way it's going down. Glass houses on the ground and stones thrown all around it. Only way that can play out is on a flat earth. One round, round world, it's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. Can't believe this is the way it's going down. Rage and rape and rhetoric. But we monkeys like our vengeance quick, but you think it's justice. Even when it's just us running around, round, round world, it's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. It's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. Spring will come. Spring will come. Can't believe this is the way it's still played today. White man jumps and black man pays and one man trumps all the sense around the world today. Whether withers Texas or whether Mississippi's drowned today. I see someone serving up a toast, drunk and stinking, seeking sense, but you just have to go and do the math. It's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. It's bound to come around, around again. It's bound to come around, around again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. Can't believe 2216, the Cold War's back, but it's just a meme. The oil is very cheap and the sun is bright. It's a February spring, it's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. It's bound to come around again, again. It's bound to come around, around again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. Bound to come around again, again. Spring will come. I think that worked. Rowan Corbett on didgeridoo. Anyways, my friends, I think that's where we're going to leave it. We've been Ilyami from the Lair and from, is it a man cave? What do you got over there, Rowan Corbett?
Laboratory.
Laboratory. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Live from the Lair in the laboratory, and Rowan Corbett over. I keep pointing at him like, over there on the screen. I guess I should try to like. Nope. Damn. This. Okay. Cool. There we go. Gosh.
Poke.
Man, you gotta get a. You should have Christy in there so that she can bring a hand over from the side of the camera and be like. What was I gonna say? So yeah, everything's available on Bandcamp, iliami.bandcamp.com. Or if you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I really do need it. I have been snowed in with Coronapocalypse for so long that I'm out of recipes. Rowan's fried chicken recipe is in the is in this cookbook, and that's pretty marvelous. And that's available on
Go to our website,
iliami.com.
and it's got a link to our store to buy things. And we still have hand
Iliami.store
sanitizer.
website.
Hands sanitizer.
Hands sanitizer. Man, I wish we could play that. That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
That would be a disaster. So some people probably have not had the experience yet of what it really means, because there is totally the illusion of us being synchronized. So happy birthday, Jamie. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, but I'm
Okay,
just
we're gonna
gonna
say
say it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. But like,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Jamie. See, it's not possible to line it up. So any of you who are like, well, why don't you just play songs together? You're clearly there together. It's the internet's only so fast. It's very sad. Latency. Blatant
True
latency.
ghost in the machine.
Jelly in the machine, I think. Yeah. Anyways, people can hear us like babble anytime they want, so I think we should probably cut this off. Yeah, and again, you can tip us at IllyTips, Venmo, or Iliami, or PayPal.me/Iliami.
Yeah.
And I should shut up now.
Thanks
So
for
Rowan,
having me along, guys.
It's
no,
good to
thank
see you.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll make tens of dollars from folk music, and we'll send you a large, vast, heaping, stinking pile of electronic funds that way.
No, this is good.
Bury
weird?
you in Bitcoin. No.
Yeah. You want to join me for an open mic in St. Louis after this? You probably have to run.
No, what,
I'm not going to get you on tape about that. So we'll discuss it
Take it
afterwards.
offline,
Okay?
guys.
All right. We love you so much.
We'll see you
Rowan. We
next
miss you.
week.
And
everybody.
yeah.
Take care.
Audience, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Good night, guys.
Good night, y'all.